Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I am here today to talk about M. Night Shyamalan's latest movie, Old. It is available for rent and purchase and is currently, at the time of this video, available on HBO Max. So let's get right into it. Spoilers! Okay. So, we got M. Night Shyamalan back, doing his twisty thing with this movie called Old. We got a couple who have two children. One's 6, one's got to be about maybe 12, maybe 13. She seems very preteenish because she's seen some other teenagers that was talking to some boys, some girls, and she looked like she left out. And so I'm like, yeah, she's not as old as them. They look like they was like 15 or 16. So she got to be like 13 or 14. So they're going to this retreat for a vacation. You can tell from the conversations that the husband and the wife are having that they are not happy in love and possibly going through a separation or divorce. And apparently the mother is also sick. She has cancer. So they're trying to do one last little thing with the kids to let them have fun before they dump all this bad news on them. We got another couple. There's a doctor and his superly young wife, and she's terrorizing their little daughter to be pretty and sit up straight and everything else, so it's a mess. And they're on the vacation with his mother, so it's 4 of them. Then there's another couple, an Asian man and a black woman, and the black woman has seizures. What you need to know is that when everybody got there, they got these special drinks when they got there. It's welcomes to the island, to the resort. Let's have fun, everybody. And what we find out later is that there's medicine in these drinks. Why is there medicine in these drinks? Oh, here we go, y'all. Okay, so as part of this retreat, some of the guests get a special treat to go to a special beach where they can relax and chill for the day, have a nice picnic on the beach, and it's so lovely and beautiful. Watch the sea, do some swimming, so they all agree. These very people that I just named, what they don't know that the day before there was already a couple there, a dude that was a rapper, and this girl that he was talking to that he met randomly, and they were on the beach. So by the time they got there, the black dude was still there, and he's waiting on the other girl to come out the water because she went and took off all her clothes, went skinny dipping in the ocean. So he's waiting on her. These other people show up, and everybody having a good time on the beach and just enjoying themselves until the youngest boy, the 6-year-old, wading in the water, the girl, the body that went skinny dipping, that floated up on him. So they all trying to figure out what's going on with that. The black guy telling me he been waiting on her to come out the water. He been wondering what happened to her. But she's dead. Apparently she drowned or something happened to her. We don't know. In the process of all of that, the doctor guy seems like he's having a mental issue. So he didn't attack the rapper dude for no good reason. So everybody looking at him all sideways. He like, I didn't do nothing to the woman. Leave me alone. Strange things start to happen as they separate themselves on the beach, and they'd only be apart from each other like maybe 100, 200 feet away from each other while they having personal conversations. And then suddenly, people start getting older. Yeah. Starts with the dog and the doctor's mother. Start getting a little sick, start feeling tired. Then his mother just died. She was talking, then she died. They don't know what happened. Then suddenly, after they talking about that, the dog died. It's like, what? Wait, what's happening? While they're talking about that, they want to leave. They're like, okay, we need to find out a way to get out of here. So they go back through the little passage to get back to the other side from the beach. So they're in this little rock cove. And they start having blackouts, and then they just suddenly end up back on the beach. So now they figured out they can't leave. They can't leave the beach. The cell phone's not getting no signals. And we got 2 dead people and a dead dog. We need to do something. Everybody started losing their minds. While they discussing this, the kids grow into teenagers. So now we got the 14-year-old is like 16, 17 now. The 6-year-old is now 14, 15. And the other little girl that was with the doctor's family, she's around his same age. So they all talking about this sudden change and everybody freaking out, especially the parents, like what happened to our kids, trying to figure out what to do about this. They still don't understand what's happening. So they thinking maybe it's something special about them. Maybe they all got special problems in their relationships. Maybe that's why they're there, because they feel like they're being experimented on. So they trying to figure that out. That gets nowhere. The crazy doctor dude kills the rapper dude for no good reason after they find out that it's just been a few hours and the other girl's body that completely decomposed, something that would have took 7 years to happen, completely decomposed. She's nothing but bones now. Literally, no skin, just bones. I'm like, what is going on? Now the kids then grew up a little bit more. The two youngest ones then fooled around with each other under the covers in the tent because they didn't understand their feelings, and now the youngest girl is pregnant. And the time they found out that she's pregnant, 5 minutes later she having a baby, and the baby that came out dead because it couldn't handle the growth spurt. So now this girl is losing her mind. She won't out. She trying to climb the cliffside, fell down to her death. So now the doctor's families, his mother, the dog, and his youngest daughter are now dead. The mother of the little girl, his wife, then totally lost her mind. She trying to get the heck up out of there. She's starting to get older and older and older. She got a calcium deficiency, so she's starting to get a hump in her back. It's a mess. The two other kids trying to find a way out the cave thing. They trying to figure out maybe if they go slow, maybe that'll work out. Nah, that didn't happen. They got attacked by the hump lady, and who basically beat herself to death against the walls until her bones was, because they was found out that you heal, because of what's going on. So you heal real quickly. When the man first attacked the rapper dude, he slashed his face and he healed. So they trying to figure out, as she breaking stuff, it was healing too fast for it to set right. So she was all broke up and dead. She killed herself. It was sad. Then we got the Asian dude. He tried to swim out, to swim around the cove to see if he can get out. He pop up on the other side of the beach, dead, because the thing didn't let him go, either the island. So I'm like, well, that's it for him. Then because after that, his wife then had seizures, and then she done had her final seizure. She's dead. She had one at the resort too, but she was okay there. Now she's dead. So now we just got the doctor, who they end up killing him, I think. And so now it's just the couple that's now, one is going deaf, the other one going blind, because they getting older and older and older. The kids are pretty much grown now, and they the only ones left to try to figure out how to get the hell off this island, what to do. So when the man that was a 6-year-old boy is thinking about it, one of the little boys that live on the island that he had made friends with at the resort, they were doing little coded little messages with each other. So he decided to code the last little message the boy gave him before they left to go on this little retreat the same day, the next day, to this beach. Him and his sisters now, like in their 50s, in one day, it was so gross and disgusting. I'm like, this is insane. He decoded. It said that his uncle didn't like the coral. So then they get the idea to go swim through the coral. Maybe that's the way out. Because they didn't already seen that somebody watching on the cliff top with a camera, and that they clearly being watched. So they go to swim through the coral. The guy that's watching them, i.e. M. Night Shyamalan himself, decides to give himself a part in this movie. Shouldn't have. But anyway, he watching. He see them go into the coral. He don't see them come up, so he figured they drowned. He go take all the research back to the lab. That's when you find out what the twist is. That it's this pharmaceutical company that's actually running this resort and using this island that actually is moving people through time faster to do human trials. So instead of taking years to do a human trial, they could do it in one day on a person. I.e., the lady who has seizures, they found a cure for her because of how long she went without a seizure on the island beach. She went basically in real time 8 years or 16 years, something to that effect, without a seizure. So that medicine does work as far as they're concerned, and they can approve it and get it to other people. So they feel like they saving hundreds of thousands of lives by sacrificing people on this beach for medical testing. That was what's going on this beach. I could not believe it. So what the dude that was watching them, M. Night, didn't know was that they actually made it through the coral. He thought they drowned, but they didn't. They made it back. The 6-year-old boy, he had a habit of asking people what their jobs was. when he introduced himself to people. So he ran it when he was little. He talked to this dude that was a cop. So the next day when he came back as a 50-year-old man, he came back and reminded him, hey, you're a cop, right? And he gave him the book of all the people that had went missing from the beach, because somebody had made a list on the beach that had died there previously of all the people that had been there. Gave it to him. The dude found out that, yeah, these are all missing people. And so now the whole facility been shut down. They was about to try to get some new people to end up taking them on that beach, but the boy and the girl, the man and the woman now in their 50s have stopped it, and the whole place getting shut down. That was the twist of this movie. Yeah, that it was actually medical research being done on these people, and that this island that they found was just making people old. They're going through years in half an hour. In freaking insane. I thought it was a decent movie. It definitely kept me interested. I was kind of disappointed at the culmination of it all, but at the same time, I kind of liked it too, so it was kind of like a iffy kind of thing. If I had to rate this, I would probably give this movie a strong 8, because I did enjoy it. I watched it twice now. So I did like it, and I think you all might enjoy it too. It's a pretty decent movie. It's a good watch to sit down with a friend or two and just freak out at the craziness that's happening. So, that's M. Night Shyamalan's latest movie, Old. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys another time for another one. Have a great day.